Welcome everybody to Follow Joker, and today we're going to playing some GTA, except we're looking at the weekly update for this week. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, starting out from the beginning, the car behind me is the Pegasi Osiris. We got the Pegasi Osiris going at originally 1.9 million, or just under $2 million. But this week it is now discounted at a whopping 1,170,000, which I think it's worth getting because it don't have much upgrade, but it does got good acceleration as you can see, and it is to me it just looks good. Honestly, I would recommend getting it. I would recommend buying this and putting it in your collection if you've got one. And next we've got the Bugatti Reaper, which honestly, if you're a fan of Lamborghinis, I would say go ahead and get this one. But honestly, and plus it's on discount, but it's really not the greatest car. It's definitely a decent looking vehicle. I've already owned it. I'm not gonna buy it now, but I've got it, and I don't. I would say what is that? 20%. I would recommend not getting this one just because it looks weird. Because you got this pillar right here that for some reason doesn't match the roof color or the body color, but it's just really weird. Um, Honestly, that's all I got to say about that one. Let's move on to the next one. Or up next, we have the weaponized Kanata. Um, Honestly, no, this is another vehicle I would recommend not getting. It really isn't all worth it. Only thing it's got going for it, as far as I know, is that it's faster. The machine guns are not as strong as the buzzards. Um, and the missiles are they're the same. I think they're the same. If not, they're worse than the buzzard, I believe. But it's definitely not worth getting, especially even at the discount price of 2 million. And even at the regular price, it's not at all worth getting. I would just save your money and get something else. Okay, and then here's the next discounted price vehicle. It is gonna be the RCV. Again, this is nothing special. I would recommend. I mean, if you're building a collection, I would say go ahead and buy it now. But I mean, because the original price is 3 million, and then the discount is 2 million at the regular price. Yeah, I would recommend getting it now. If only if you're into the collection part of this. If not, I would not get it, which I'm not going to. And then here we go. Here we have something that's decently good. It's not too bad for the price. The Savage. Savage was originally 1.9 million, which is the high price, but man, I think it'd still be worth it at the high price. But I would definitely get it at this discounted price of 1.1 million or just over. Definitely worth taking a look at and taking it for a spin for a minute. If not, of course, you sell it back. You won't get your money back, but it's whatever. And the same here on Elite's Travels. You can see first up, the regular Kanata. And again, this got no weapons. It's got no armor. It's pretty much just a Sparrow, honestly. But it's more difficult to spawn in. And yeah, no, it's just not worth it. And below that, you can see we have the Sea Breeze, which honestly, I'm probably gonna pick up in a little bit. It's discounted. It was 850,000, which honestly, it's still, not a bad plan, I guess. But for 595,000, I would recommend getting this. Okay, and we are here at the LS Carmi. Let's go check out and see what we have here this week. And in the LS Carmi, we've got the Obey J Wagon. And to do what you gotta do to get this vehicle is, you gotta place top one for your top first place for 3 days in a row. And I don't know too much about this vehicle. I know that some people like it, some don't. It's kind of a preference thing. But if you're into these four door little sports cars, I would recommend going for it. But if you're not a fan, I would just not worry about it this week. You're probably not gonna miss on it much. Uh, yeah, let's go to the next vehicles. And over here we have got the three removed vehicles. I believe all three of these are removed. You got Franklin's car, which is the Buffalo or Bravado Buffalo S, and you got the Grotti Stinger GT and it's RE7B, which um if you're into collecting cars like removed vehicles, I would definitely go for it, especially for this Franklin's vehicle. I know that's another one I'm picking up this week as well. And then this one I think we already have. Yeah, I already got this one, but I would recommend getting this one too. If you're into sports cars and all that, like legend, like little race cars like this. Yeah, I would recommend getting those. And let's go check out Simeon's. Okay, and we are here at Simeon's dealership. Let's check out what he's got to offer us this week in GTA Online. Okay. Well, from the looks of it, it's got the nice little Ocelot Swinger. Not a bad little vehicle. I would recommend also picking this one up if you're interested in these. It's going for $660,000. Not too bad. If not bad. If you've been grinding last week's, if you're grinding last week's crates missions, you should be able to afford that. If not, you can go for, well, this is more expensive. 875,000 for the, what is it? The Lampadaddy Viserys. But if you're not into those, you can go for a nice little GTA Rockstar made hot rod with the Divent. Right? I'm not even trying to say that. But that's going for 553,000. So far the cheapest car we've seen so far. And then we've got the Dubachi Mascrazo. Yeah. And it's going for $275,000. That I would recommend picking it up. And from what I've been told, it's got severe understeer. I haven't really driven it myself. I don't own it yet, quite yet, but I might. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, for the next, we've got the LCC and Everest motorcycle. Anyway, this is gonna go for 142,000. Honestly, it's a lot for a bike. I don't ride bikes all that often. I mean, I do, but not a lot. If you're into bikes, I would recommend going and getting it. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that's about it for the all the cards you can get or that are in Simeon's and LS Card Week. And FYI, this is gonna be my first weekly update video. I will get better as I post more of the weekly updates. So please don't bash me in the comments. I know it's not the best, but I'm working on it. Anyway, let's move on to what to do to make money this week. Okay, and with this weekly update, we are here at bottom dollar, which is a bit of a not a bad week for the money making part of this, but it is definitely way worse than last week. So, let's get right into it real quick. Okay, and as you can see, these are now double money this week, and especially for the big boss. Unfortunately, you can only do this once every real life day for this guy anyway, I believe. These ones, I believe, you can do these over and over again. But I mean, a little bit of a cooldown, of course, but I mean, besides that, I think it's not a bad week for the updates. Anyway, I would definitely recommend doing it. It's definitely not terrible. At least it's a business to grind if you're into grinding businesses. But other than that, there's really not much more doing it. Other than that, there's not much more to do with this business, really. So let's go check out the last way to make money in this week in GTA Online. Okay, and as you see, this weekly update feature series is the Hunting Pack Remix 1. And I believe it's all the other remixes too. I could be wrong. I haven't replayed it, but I'm gonna be playing it because it sounds honestly kind of fun. It's like a manhunt, if you want to call it that. There's somebody I know that plays this with his friends, and I think it's pretty entertaining to watch. So it's similar to that, but I definitely gonna be playing it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's update week. Not a bad little week. I recommend doing the bottom dollar businesses if you're into like, the casual play style. If not, I would recommend just keep doing the crates, doing Dr. Dre, or doing any of the other ones like KO. Without further ado, I'm gonna end it here, and I will see you in the next week's update. Bye bye.